Right, just finishing up another knife I got sent by one of the lads from boards.ie, and it's by a maker I hadn't heard of before, a Reinhard Dobrindt from Hamburg in Germany, and it's a nice, loveless style hunter. She's, let's see here, 4-inch blade, high, very high sabre grind, not quite a full flat, just a little flat here. And you can see engraved on there, and I'll go to a macro in a minute so that you can see it properly. It's CPM 420V, which I found out from looking it up because I hadn't heard of it. Is actually S90V, it's the same steel. It says HRC 60 here, and there's a little dimple which I imagine is from the diamond on a hardness test, Rockwell hardness tester, being pressed into the steel. And there's RD, Reinhard Dobrindt, I'd imagine, 1319, which is probably his own numbering system. Very nice knife. Trying to catch. The guard does not look as if it's been soldered at the ricasso here. It looks as if it's just been very, very finely machined to fit exactly, and then a couple of pins to hold it in place. The handles are black and red G10, or I'd imagine G10 or some sort of laminate like that. There's a sort of a grain or a texture like a woven material has been used and epoxy impregnated, but there's no feel of texture to the knife. Very, very shiny, decently grip. The handle is a good size, like I have a big enough hand, good size. There's enough guard there, a little jimping on the back. You can see the handle scales are nice and slim. I like that. I'm not mad keen on a big huge chunky handle, but it's deep enough and it's got enough shape so it's not going to twist in your hand. There's enough belly on it for skinning. I like the way the ricasso is very, very small, so on the 4-inch blade you have about 4 inches of edge. It comes right back. Some knives do have a coil, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, if anyone knows. C-H-O-I-L. I generally say coil, but it could be choil. Anyway, this doesn't have that, so be careful if you're used to a knife like that. There is a tendency to flip the finger over the front of the guard and you'll reef yourself. Okay, very nice sanded finish, I'd say. Okay, we're in macro mode now, and hopefully you can see a little better. It is quite shiny, this epoxy finish, but you can see it's sort of texturing on it. There's no feeling of ridges or bumps along here. It's all nicely shaped. Full tang. Nice slim. And it fitted very, very well to the guard. Guard fitting nicely to the blade. Around the back, on the spine. All the joints are clean, very tight. No gap between the blade and the guard. There's the ricasso. Okay, again, the tang. Everything nicely shaped, nicely rounded, no hot spots. It's a blade with the fine grit sandpaper finish, I'd say. And there's the engraving, I hope this comes up. CPM 420V, HR60. That's the dot between the 60 and the RD is, it looks like the test hole where the diamond stylus was pressed in for a Rockwell hardness test. And for a maker I'd never heard of, and I've asked a couple of lads on the forums if they'd heard of him, on the German Messer forum and that, and no one seems to know a whole lot about him. It looks like he's more a shooting and hunting guy than a knife guy. He seems to make adjustable rifle rests, you know, kind of competition shooting gear. But I'd imagine if it's as good as this, it's very nice shooting gear. Okay, and so I just said I'd take a video just so people could see the maker, since I hadn't heard of him before. I'd imagine other people would like to have a look at his work. And if anyone has any other information, I'd be interested to hear it. Okay, thanks for watching.